It's Matty Morphin time!
What's up, guys? Welcome back to It's Matty Morphin. So today I've got some more toy reviews for you. If you love toy reviews, if you love Power Rangers, if you love anything to do with the Power Ranger brand, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and keep checking back and hit that notification bell for every time I post some more phenomenal content. But today, let's get into what we will be reviewing. So, in the 90s, for Power Rangers, the number one thing was the auto-morphing figures. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have one here to show you. He's in some rough shape, he's seen better days, but the auto-morphing figure. So, they would come, and you could have the civilian head out, and then you just press their little buckle, and it's Morphin time! Amazing. Figures that have lasted this long still, for the most part, work. They just get scuffed up a little bit. They lose their weapons. Luckily, I still have his. But this was my childhood right here. This toy defined it. Defined my childhood. So, Hasbro, having the license, decided that they were going to do retro morphing figures. I mentioned these a while ago. I think it was when they first announced them, and I was like, they look horrible. I'm not going to buy them. But then I was like, I run a YouTube channel. I need to buy them. And hopefully they fix them before they release them. Well, they're here, and they didn't do anything. They still look bad. I don't think I'm going to open them. I don't know. I'm torn. It was only $10, which is a great price point for a Power Ranger toy these days. It comes with his blaster and his sword, again. The details are a bit different. The logo, the Tyrannosaurus Rex logo, is no longer on his chest, but now it is visible in his morpher, where it was not in the 90s. So, they released these in a wave, and the first wave was Jason, Kimberly, Zach, and Billy. I have not been able to find Kimberly. I do have the other guys, though, so we'll bring those guys out. Vintage Jason, you're going to go hiding for a little bit. So, they released these, and they got very specific on the backs of these packages. I'm looking at them as I'm looking at the camera. But let's just continue. Like, just looking at these guys, their head's small. Like, it's way too small for their body. Maybe I'm just nitpicking, but their head is way too small for their body. Their hands are about the size of their head. Like, at least half the size. And that's But let's get into it. So, Red Ranger, they look okay. I've upgraded my opinion of them. They look okay. I don't know how the automorphing works, but I also don't really want to open them. Because this one, you clearly see the button and it's there. The morpher is a lot smaller on these, so it doesn't look like it is actually the morpher. But if I remember correctly, on the packaging for the originals, they showed how to automorph them. It doesn't happen on this one. Very basic box. It just shows that his head flips, but it doesn't show how. Oh, it does on the back. In a very small picture right here, you press on their back now. We pressed on the morpher to make them morph. That's the whole point. This is more like a rant video. I will say this. Having the power coins look like they're power coins in their morpher on their body is a step up from this guy. But these guys are like scaled right. This guy's huge. Oh my lord, it just popped in my head. The video game where everybody talked about Kimberly being so buff, they took that model and they made every single Power Ranger out of it. Exactly how they did in the video game, where they just used the same model, changed the colors. That's exactly what they did with this. They are blocky. Not that the old figure doesn't have a thigh gap from HE double hockey sticks, but it just seems so, everything seems like a square. The weapons again do combine like they did before. The only issue with that is they promote the Power Blaster, but we don't have a Yellow Ranger yet. I really don't know what to think about this line. I'm going to set these guys up so they're just not laying here. Now, when Bandai still had it, and for the Legacy Collection, they re-released the Morphin figures too, in these lovely collector boxes. It's the same figure, and we weren't mad about it. It came with the tattoo, like the originals did. This one does not. It's packaged exactly like the originals were, with the cheesy lightning going into the morph. It's packaged exactly. On the back, what I miss from Bandai so much. And the story. It has the story. Shows you how to morph. And it even showed other products. This one's just like, here's the other figures, each sold separately. And they did go into very good detail of saying hashtag or asterisk, asterisk, and then here, each sold separately. And then up here for the Power Blaster, asterisk, you're only getting the red sword, and they highlighted it, which I kind of like. If you've seen my Power Morpher videos, or my Power Blaster videos where I made each one out of perlers, I kind of did the same thing with my thumbnail. That's a good detail. It's just, this is 90s, and this brought back my childhood again in the 2000s. I wasn't mad that his coin's there instead of on his buckler. They re-released the same exact toy. And if we're going for nostalgia, this guy's not it. So we're going to put Legacy back down. I don't want to dog on these completely because I do love the Power Rangers brand and I love what Hasbro's doing with them. I just think they could have done more. But I guess for the price point, you get what you pay for. But like I said, there are details in it that I like. Like I said, the Power Coin, that's probably going to be my highlight. The weapons are a little bit more detailed than I remember because this guy's sword just has a little circle. And Jason's sword here, if you look closely, you can see the Tyrannosaurus Rex Dragon coin, or Tyrannosaurus Rex coin. Excuse me. The blaster, let's compare blasters. Blasters are about the same. Yeah. I don't know, but this one, you can actually see the like jagged teeth look of the Power Blaster. This one is all more rounded, where it's more rounded here where it was supposed to match that kind of. I haven't been able to find these a lot, so that's why I'm like, do I open them? Do I not open them? I think I'm going to stick with not opening them. And then I'm going to try and order Kimberly online because I have seen it available online. Just so I can have the first wave. I am glad I got to find the boys, but I'm going to need my girls to finish the set. So my prediction for wave 2 of these is going to be Yellow Ranger, White Ranger, and Green Ranger. And then that's going to be it. Am I excited for it? Meh. Will I get them? Yes, just to complete my collection. Sorry about that pause. But I will get them to complete my collection. But these guys are just blocky. They kind of look like an off-brand toy. I just think there was a lot more they could do. So I'm going to give these guys on my Goldar scale, and yes, I'm using it. I'm giving these 3 Goldars just because of the added details into the power weapons, the added detail into the Morpher. But then the takeaway, like the negatives are going to be, they're so blocky. Oh, and another positive before I get into the negatives. Their head sculpts are better. I will give them that. But I don't miss this guy. Like, black, just straight jet black Jason hair to what we get now. And I can only try and show you on the back since I'm not opening them. This wavy haired Jason. I'm also curious to see if they are going to release Adam, Aisha, and Rocky. That would be crazy, insane. But we'll see. Not sure where they're going to go with this line. I don't think it's a hit with fans, and I haven't seen a lot of talk about it online, so we're just going to leave it there. But back to my 3 Goldars. Negative, they're just so blocky. They could have done more with the packaging, just made them more. And it may be licensing issues for the fact that Bandai has the right, probably still has the rights to the automorphing technology. Sound like I'm in an infomercial. And maybe that's why they changed them to Retro Morphin, but also tried to make a retro line. But we'll see. Hopefully they do release, because in the Legacy Collection, they released everybody except for Trini and the White Ranger. I was able to manage to get the green and red. I have not yet forked over the money on Amazon to get the blue and black from the Legacy line, but I think I do want them to complete that collection. But it's just sad because I'll be missing Kimberly, and she's outrageously priced online, and there will never be a Trini in the Legacy line. So hopefully they finish this line, they finish what they start, even if it's a loss for them. But I know companies, and they're probably not going to do that. But let me know what you guys think of these, and I know most of it's probably going to be negative, but leave some positive comments that you think about these figures down in the bottom. I know I'm an adult, and these were probably meant to go more towards the kids, but if you're going to target something as retro, that word right there is targeting me and collectors like me, and these figures are not what we remember. It doesn't bring back the nostalgia that I think that they were going for. But also, in a positive note, I do love what Hasbro is doing with the brand. So leave me a like, leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about these figures. Do you want to see yellow, green, and white be released? Because that's the only thing I can think of. I don't know, because the first wave was 4 figures. Why would they release a wave with 1 or just 2 figures? It makes no sense to me. So we got to see where they go with that. But leave a like, leave a comment, and thanks for watching.